This is for all of the parents out there that are divorced, that have children struggling because of your divorce. It is not enough to just simply tell a child that the divorce is not their fault, that the divorce did not come from, a fault of the child, right? We want to sit with our kids and we want to say, we're splitting up, but it's not your fault, right? But it has to go deeper than that. And I'm realizing that I'm realizing that now more than ever, is that my children, they may not feel like they are the reason behind the divorce, but they are harboring the idea that they were made without love underneath it all, that they were brought into this world under false pretenses. And I know that sounds wild, but it's true. It goes really, really deep. We want to belong in this world. When we think about our need for safety, our root chakra is safety, security, family, our connection to our ancestors, to our body. And to really feel safe in this life there's so much more to it than financial safety, than a roof over your head and water and a warm bed. It is safety in the knowing that you deserve this life, to be a human in the world today, that you somehow have meaning and purpose in the world. And if you are under some sort of delusion that somehow, some way you were not wanted, that you were not made with love, that you were not brought forth into this life with love and honor and care, there's something in us that fears that we should have never been born, that we, especially if the divorce was really difficult and there are a lot of hard feelings, and there's any argument, like a massive disconnect between the parents, an inability to communicate, a lot of anger and resentment. And that anger and resentment and those feelings, that energy, is very easily rolled over onto the kids, onto the little ones that are a product of these two people who now can't see eye to eye, who now don't seem to love each other anymore. And what is the solution? Sometimes we can't go to our kids and say, I wanted you. My firstborn was a surprise. My third was a surprise. I wasn't ready. And I've said that I wasn't ready. I have said that from the very beginning of my marriage, from my relationship, now that I'm older, I can realize and recognize we were never well suited. I probably, quote unquote, should have never been in that relationship. If I had had self-love, self-worth, I would have never been with him. I've said those words. And in a way, they are true. But also, I would never take it back. I would never not have my son. I would never not have my children. And these kinds of things need to be said, and they need to be shared as often as loud as you are having these breakups and these divorces and splitting up your home. Make sure that you are looking at your kids and telling them that they are good, they are kind, they are worthy of love, they are important to you. And then outside of that, make sure that you're actually following through with the behaviors that match those statements. Look them in the eye. Talk to them and look at them with your phone down, with nothing else going on. It doesn't take a long time, right? It just takes a few moments. Exchange energy with them. What energy do you want to exchange with them? What do you want to feel? What do you want them to feel? We get so worried about, well, I just want them to be happy. It's not happiness. We want them to feel complete, whole, worthy, capable, confident in themselves for the right reasons. This is conscious parenting. So if your children are struggling because you've split up with their father, their mother, it's gotta be way more than this isn't your fault. Yeah, it's not their fault, but they are still worthy of life and so much more.